Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going back to my old style recipe videos after such a long time. I know it's been forever since I uploaded a food video on this channel. So for today, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 very simple breakfast recipes that you can make in literally no time. It's going to take you like 5 to 10 minutes to make all of these recipes. So if you live a busy lifestyle, this video is for you. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. The first dish for today is this peanut butter and banana toast, which is perfect for days when you're getting really late and have only a couple of minutes in hand. All you need for these are a peanut butter, a few slices of bread and some bananas. I came across this brand called Pintola and I absolutely fell in love with it because the only ingredient they have in their peanut butter is roasted peanuts and no added preservatives. So to make this recipe, what you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to toast a few slices of bread. The bread that I am using here is multigrain bread, but you can use white bread, brown bread, sourdough bread, homemade bread, or any bread of your choice. I always prefer my toast slices to be medium toasted, but if you like them to be lightly toasted or dark toasted, it's completely up to you. Any and everything goes really well with this recipe. Now after the bread slices have toasted really well, I'm going to go ahead and spread peanut butter on both of these slices. Despite being high in calorie, peanut butter is actually considered really healthy and can be eaten by all age groups because it is packed with a lot of very important nutrients that our body needs to function very well. So we'll use about a tablespoon of peanut butter and we'll use that to spread on both of the slices evenly. After the peanut butter has been applied properly, I'm going to pick a few bananas. If it's a big banana, you can use one, but if it's a small banana, you can use 2 of them. I'm using 2 small bananas and I'm going to slice them up into really small, thin slices of bananas. Next, I'm going to put these banana slices on the peanut butter toast. You can add as many or as little banana as you like. Usually try on adding and covering up the entire base of the toast itself with bananas because it makes for a really yummy plus a very filling breakfast. In the end, I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit of cinnamon and some peanut butter to top it, and that's it. The delicious peanut butter toast is ready in literally under 5 minutes. Super delicious. Now moving on to the next recipe for today, this is a leftover roti or a paratha wrap that you can make really quickly in the morning. So for this, first thing we're going to do is prepare the filling. In a pan, I am going to add a little drizzle of oil. And then I'm going to add in whatever mixed vegetable I have left over with me in the fridge. You can add whatever vegetable you like. And to that, I'm going to add some seasoning of my choice. So I'm adding some Cajun seasoning and a little bit of black pepper powder. And of course, some salt for taste. I'm going to quickly stir this over and let the mixed vegetables cook for just about a minute, and after the vegetables have only lightly cooked, I'm going to turn off the gas. Now I do not have any leftover rotis, so I'm going to go ahead and make one roti or a paratha here, but if you have some leftover rotis, you can directly skip this step and move on to the next step. But for now, I am quickly going to go ahead and make one little paratha. So after the paratha is ready, I'm going to take it off the gas and I'm going to start assembling the wrap here. So as the base of the wrap, I am going to add a little bit of almond butter on the base. Almond butter is so much healthier than putting all of these unnecessary and unhealthy sauces that we have in the market. And the almond butter again that I'm using is by the brand Pintola because it has only roasted almonds and nothing else in it. So I'm going to take about a teaspoon, a little more than a teaspoon of almond butter, and I'm going to spread it evenly across the paratha. The nutty flavor of the almond butter adds a beautiful texture and a beautiful flavor to this wrap, so make sure that you try this out. Next, I'm going to add a few slices of spinach leaves. You can also add lettuce, but I think spinach adds a much better flavor profile here. And then I'm going to add the filling of the mixed vegetables that I just prepared. And then I'm going to wrap this up like this, like how you see on the screen, and make it into a small pocket-like thing. After this pocket is ready, I am going to quickly go ahead and toast it on my toaster and griller. If you don't have a toaster or a griller, you can also do this step on the pan. It will turn out just as good. I'm just using the toaster here because it cooks the wrap from both sides in one go. So I'm quickly going to put this into the toaster, and in about a minute's time, the wrap is going to be completely ready and crispy from both ends. Now when I cut open this wrap, you will see how beautiful and colorful it looks, but trust me guys, it tastes even better. It has a very delicious flavor profile, and I urge you to try it at least once. All of us have leftover rotis and parathas with us at some point, so making a wrap like this and having it with some form of a chutney or a ketchup is a delicious way to have a very wholesome and super delicious breakfast. Now the third recipe for today is this masala oatmeal preparation that I make very often for my breakfast as well, and it's one of the most amazing ways to have breakfast. So for this we're going to start off with chopping some vegetables of our choice. I'm starting off with chopping half an onion and one very small tomato. I'm going to roughly chop them into very tiny pieces. And then I'm also going to use a few pods of garlic. You can use some more or some less number depending on how you like it. Next in a bowl, I also have some mixed vegetables that I chopped and kept in the freezer last night. You can use whatever mixed veggies you like, some carrots, tomatoes, beans, zucchini, whatever you like. Now to start making this, in a pan, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. You need very little oil for this. Just make sure that you apply the oil evenly throughout the pan. And then I'm going to start off by adding the garlic pods and the onions. Saute them together till they become translucent in color, and then go ahead and add in the tomatoes. After the tomatoes and the onions and the garlic has cooked together really well, we're going to go ahead and add in all of the mixed vegetables. You don't have to be particular about the kind of vegetables that you use here. You can use literally anything of your choice. Now for seasoning, we're going to go ahead and add in a little bit of salt, of course. And then we're also going to add a little bit of turmeric, mix that together. And then I'm going to add some chili powder. Now you can add as much or as little chili powder as you like. And for extra flavor, I also like adding some Cajun spice seasoning. This is from Urban Platter, but you can always go ahead and skip this or add any other spice of your choice. After the vegetables have cooked together well, I'm going to go ahead and add in water. Now for 1 cup of oatmeal, you need about 2 cups of water. So accordingly, you can go ahead and add in the required amount of water. As soon as the water comes to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and add in the oatmeal here. I'm just using some very basic Quaker oats. You can use whatever oats you find in the market. Any of those varieties is fine. Stir in the oats together and cover it with a lid and let it cook for about 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you will see that your masala oats is completely ready. If you have used old-fashioned oats, it will take slightly longer than that, but eventually in about 2 to 5 minutes, depending on the variety of oats, your oatmeal will be completely ready to be eaten. It's a very delicious, very filling and a very healthy breakfast. I would highly recommend that you give it a try. Now for the last meal for today, again I'm going to share something which you can literally make under 2 minutes on days when you're running late. This is my take on an apple smoothie, and you are absolutely going to love it. This is like a complete meal in a glass. So the first thing that we're going to do is chop up 2 apples. You can use 1 or 2 depending on the quantity of drink that you want. I generally use about 1.5 apple for 1 glass of this smoothie. Chop the apple pieces into small but not very small pieces because we're obviously eventually going to grind it up. Now in a mixer jar, I'm going to add as the base some milk. If you are a vegan, you can use plant milk as well. It's completely up to you. Next, I'm going to add in the few pieces of apple that I've chopped up. Now for extra flavor, I'm going to add some Cadbury drinking chocolate. This adds such a delicious flavor, guys. You have to try it out. This is unsweetened. But the apple is sweet enough to add enough flavor to this. And for some extra protein and healthy fats, I'm going to add a tablespoon of peanut butter. This is again from the brand Pintola, but this is their natural honey peanut butter. So apart from having roasted peanut, it also has some natural honey in it. So that adds a really delicious flavor to the smoothie. I'm going to add little less than a tablespoon of that to 1 glass of smoothie. And as the last ingredient, I'm also going to add just a few drops of vanilla essence. This not only adds a delicious smell to the whole thing, but also adds a very delicious vanilla-ish flavor, which I absolutely love. And yeah, these are all the ingredients that we need for this smoothie. So the only step that is left now is to blend the whole thing up together really well. Just make sure that you give it a few seconds in the blender so that it blends up really well. And with that, our delicious apple smoothie is ready. You have to give it a try, guys. It's one of the most delicious flavors. Apple goes really well with peanut butter and chocolate, and I am sure that you're going to absolutely love it. Make sure that you give this a try. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Do let me know how you liked it in the comment section below, and make sure that you try these recipes out and share the pictures with me on Instagram. I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye bye.